Hi everyone, I'm here today because I've chosen to read a short book to you. I've decided to read something all about the inquiry question that Year 4 will be doing this half term. And it is something that you may or may not have heard of, but it is Horrible Histories, and that's back in front there, and it's the Ruthless Romans. So Year 4 are going to be learning all about the Romans. So I wanted to read short parts of this book to you just to get you interested and hopefully want to make you learn more about them. I'm going to read the blurb at the back first just to generate some interest. So, it's history with the nasty bits left in. Do you want to know which emperor enjoyed eating camel's heels? How a cow on your roof could bring you bad luck? And the name of the Roman goddess of door hinges? Discover all the foul facts about the ruthless Romans, all the gore and more. So we'll read a little bit from the beginning, just an introduction, just to get a taste for it. History has always been horrible, but some bits are more horrible than others. So if there was a contest, who would be the most horrible people in history? Of course, the Aztecs ripped out hearts because they thought that was the only way to make sure the sun would rise in the morning. They thought they had a good reason. The Spanish torturers would have told you they were killing their victims to make sure those victims could go to heaven. They thought they were helping too. Isn't it strange? Teachers and history books try to tell you how great the Roman Empire was. Teachers often use the word civilized to describe the Romans. That's the opposite to wild. Yet, the Romans did something the heart-ripping Aztecs and the Spanish burners didn't do. They killed people for fun. The Romans made murder into a sport. They built wonderful buildings like the Colosseum filled with the happy Romans and then murdered thousands of people and animals for entertainment. They did lots of other ruthless and disgusting things too. Most history books and teachers try to forget the dark and deadly side of the ruthless Romans. What you need is a book that will tell you the truth. What you need is a horrible history of the ruthless Romans. Now I've picked up a couple of short paragraphs from the book just to read to you. And I'm going to talk all about ruthless Roman army. So let's find out all about the Roman army. The Romans won a lot of fights. Teacher tells you they had. And they had good stabbing swords and armor. Excuse us while we fall asleep. Never mind the armor and weapons. What we really want to know is if they were really ruthless. They were nasty and cruel, and that's why they won. If you are a soldier and you surrendered, you might expect your enemy to spare you your life. Not if the enemy was the Roman. And the Romans didn't just kill their prisoners, they took them back to Rome and they killed them in the city centre so the rest of the Romans could watch. They were also very, very evil to enemies. In AD 70, the Romans wanted to capture Jerusalem, but the Jewish defenders refused to surrender. The Romans had thousands of Jewish prisoners. Every single day, the Romans crucified 500 of these prisoners outside the walls of the city so their friends could watch them die in agony. And this went on for several months. If a Roman soldier was really kind, he'd break the legs of the victim nailed to the cross. That way, the crucified person would die in a couple of hours. But the Roman soldiers could often be extra cruel to people that they didn't like, and they could keep them alive on the cross for 2 or 3 days. So the suffering went on and on. So very, very ruthless and horrible to their enemies. And the last part I'm going to read is called Whips for Winners. The Romans loved a winner. If a general's army killed 5,000 of the enemy in a battle, he was given a parade through Rome. The men got their share of the captured loot and marched to the temple of Jupiter. Jupiter's statue has a red face, and the Roman general's face was painted red to match too. Then, to remind him not to get big-headed, there was a whip attached to his chariot. That's what Rome would use on him if he misbehaved. Just to round off the party, a defeated enemy general was put to death. Wow. There's lots more in this book, Ruthless Romans. I'm sure in Year 4 we'll be reading a lot more. And if you would like to find out more, hopefully maybe someone will read you a little bit more and put it on here. But I hope you enjoyed learning all about how horrible and ruthless the Romans were. And if you'd like to find out more, I'm sure you could ask someone in Year 4 as well. Okay, well, thanks for listening. Bye for now.